Hi everyone, and thank you so much for watching FIT's Innovation Vodcast. I'm your host, Jacqueline Mata. I'm a senior here at the Fashion Institute of Technology, and today I'm joined with special guest, innovative designer, and FIT alumna, Eliza Fisher.
Thanks so much for having me on.
Thank you so much for being here today. We're so excited to get to know more about what you're doing in the industry. So can you just go ahead and tell us about yourself and how you got to where you are today?
Sure. So I've worked as a tailor, I've worked as a designer and a technical engineer in a variety of different matters in the industry. And I came back to FIT because I wanted to sort of harness those skills I have to do a project I cared a lot about. And so I came back to FIT to work on design for the special needs community.
That's awesome. So what specific problem were you looking to solve in the fashion industry?
So specific to the special needs community, I was looking at sensory processing difficulties, which is sort of a subset experience for anyone with autism, Asperger's, ADD, ADHD. And that means I was specifically looking at fit, compression, weight, and tactility within garments and really working on ways to incorporate solutions into the garments that address some of those needs in a way that was really very desirable.
So a huge part about what you do with your pieces is the actual production process. I think that's a really innovative part of putting the pieces together as well. And you were telling me before the show that you use more like heat and not traditional sewing. So can you tell us a little bit more about that process?
Yeah, so one thing I stumbled on was inflatables, and so I did develop some inflatables for my project, and I assembled the inflatables using a heat sealing technique, and at the same time I'd sort of started discovering and then experimenting with different methods for heat assembly in garments, so that's using like seam tapes and vinyl applications as well. And it's that method of construction is typically more common in athletic or sportswear, but so you might not see it as often. But yeah, I use a lot of heat setting techniques. I also developed some silicone printing techniques as well.
Well, I could tell you're really passionate about what you're doing, and everything you're doing already is so innovative for the industry. But do you have any long-term innovation goals and aspirations?
I mean, yeah, so I think a large goal with the project that I'd like to carry forward is to really advocate for a better understanding of the neurodiversity that we have within our community as a whole, and to advocate for the special needs community. But I think it's also really important to me to draw attention to the sort of space of invisible disabilities within the fashion community.
Well, that's so great. We enjoyed really learning so much more about you today. Can you tell our viewers where they can go to learn more about your pieces or what you're doing in the industry?
Sure. So my website is eli.com, and there's an Instagram which is also linked through my site.
That's great. I'm sure everyone will go check you out. But thank you so much for being here. Like I said, we really enjoyed getting to know more about you. And thank you all so much for being here and watching FIT's Innovation Vodcast.